Ladies and gentlemen, please join us in singing, O Canada.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. My name is Robert Thirsk, Chancellor of the University of Calgary. It's my pleasure to declare Convocation officially convened. Please take your seats and rest comfortably. I take this opportunity to acknowledge the traditional territories of the Blackfoot and the people of the Treaty 7 region in southern Alberta, which includes the Siksika, the Piikani, the Ge'ena, the Tsuut'ina, and the Stoney Nakoda First Nations. The University of Calgary is situated on land adjacent to where the Bow River meets the Elbow River. The traditional Blackfoot name for this place is Mohkinstsis, which we now call the City of Calgary. The City of Calgary is also home to the Métis Nation of Alberta, Region 3. It's a pleasure to welcome today's graduates who sit before me, along with family and friends, to this afternoon's convocation ceremony. University President and Vice Chancellor Dr. Elizabeth Cannon and I are pleased to welcome honorary degree recipient Jay Triano. Welcome Bonnie DuPont, Chair of the Board of Governors, Dr. Drew Marshall, Provost and Vice President Academic, Dr. Richard Guy, past honorary degree recipient, Dr. Roy Linseth, past honorary degree recipient, and Karen McPherson, MLA for Calgary, McKay, Nose Hill. Welcome, distinguished graduate, Graham Irving, members of our Board of Governors, my colleagues on Senate, University Academia, Senior Administration, Students' Union, and the Graduate Students Association. A special welcome to professors and staff from the faculties of Kinesiology, Science, and Graduate Studies. Thank you all for your dedication and hard work over the years to help our graduates achieve success. To family and friends, you're here celebrating with a mixture of pride, joy, and a shared sense of accomplishment. You've stood by your graduates over the course of their degree, offering words of encouragement, a voice of reason, and the occasional shoulder to cry on. Thanks to each of you for the love and support you've given to our graduates. In fact, graduates, let me pause for a minute, because what I just said is important. As you know, we're currently in the middle of the Stanley Cup Finals. One of the greatest traditions of hockey is that immediately after putting the puck in the net, the scorer will turn to the player who got the assist and will point to them so that everyone in the arena knows who set up the goal. And this upholds the notion that hockey is a team sport. Well, post-secondary education is also a team sport. Graduates, do me a favor, look around up in the bleachers, find your family and friends, In fact, I ask all of the graduates to stand now and point to those people who assisted you to graduate today. Point to those people who set you up, wave, cheer, make some noise, show them that you're grateful. Thank you, graduates. Family and friends, we are so grateful for your support and encouragement. To our assembled graduates, congratulations. You are the University of Calgary's class of 2016. Woohoo! 2016 is a particularly special time to be graduating. As you know, our university is this year celebrating a milestone. We just turned 50 years old. Our kickoff celebration was held a month ago, but we will continue to celebrate throughout the year. And your graduation will forever and uniquely be part of the birthday pride and the buzz of excitement that's on our campus. Now, I'm a reflective person. The University of Calgary milestone anniversary has caused me to think back on the dedicated people from this institution who played critical roles to shape my education and career. By the way, I graduated exactly 40 years ago from here. It was also caused me to think back on the remarkable people who played a pioneering role to shape our young university and drive its success during our first 50 years. And I've also used the opportunity to reflect on where my world has taken me over the last half-century. I was very fortunate because I lived and worked during interesting times. In my lifetime, I have seen the eradication of several diseases, an increase in the longevity of life, the end of apartheid and communism in many countries, and large-scale data, voice, and video connectivity with people around the world. And in my lifetime, I have seen people walk on the moon. Exciting stuff. I wonder what you will accomplish. What kind of world will your generation create? It is, of course, impossible to know the future, but it is fun to speculate. I predict that in the next 50 years, your generation will produce energy from fusion. We'll close the health gap. We'll see astronauts explore the surface of Mars and discover life elsewhere in our galaxy. Even more exciting stuff. There remain some grand societal challenges that my generation addressed, but that still await a solution. Finding a cure for cancer, moving the world toward a low-carbon future, addressing social inequality, crime, and ethnic tension, and winning an Olympic gold medal for Canada in basketball. What do you consider to be the grandest challenge for the next 50 years? Reflect on what you want the next half-century to look like, and then get engaged. In fact, make a career out of solving an important national or global problem. Devote yourself to moving the yardsticks, to creating the change that you wish to see. Now that would be a fulfilling use of your University of Calgary degree. Throughout my astronaut career, I always felt like I was part of something that was more than a 9-to-5 job, something that was more than a paycheck, something that was important on a global scale. As I approach the end of my career, I feel that I truly made a difference in space exploration, in innovation, in medicine, that I enhanced the education of our next generation. I wish the same for you. At the University of Calgary, you have spent time considering what you're good at, reflecting on those things in life you most enjoy. I now recommend that you use the cutting-edge skills as well as the ideas and perspectives that you've acquired at the University of Calgary to pursue a career that will add value to society, that will make our world a better place. Heads up, no grand challenge was ever overcome without a solid educational foundation, hard work, and sacrifice. Be assured, however, that the rich education that you've acquired at the University of Calgary, as well as the tenacity, energy, and optimism that characterize the personalities of all dinos, has well prepared you to surmount whatever ambitious goal you take on. Use every bit of knowledge, every bit of experience and character that you've gained here at the University of Calgary to shape a better future for you, your families, your community, and your world. I'll close by saying that what happens next in your life matters to us. We'll watch with pride as you make your mark in the world, and as alumni, you will always remain part of our University of Calgary family. We wish you continued success and happiness. I now invite Karen McPherson, MLA for Calgary McKay-Nose Hill, to bring greetings from the Government of Alberta.
Thank you, Chancellor Thirsk. Good afternoon, President Cannon, Board Chair DuPont, members of the Board of Governors and Senators, honored guests, faculty, staff, graduates, family, and friends. I would also like to acknowledge that we are meeting here today on the traditional territory of the Treaty 7 First Nations people. It is a privilege to bring greetings on behalf of Premier Rachel Notley, Advanced Education Minister Marlon Schmidt, and the Government of Alberta. And what an honor it is to join you on such a special day. I want to begin by offering my congratulations to Jay Triano for being recognized with an honorary degree in kinesiology and science today. In addition to Mr. Triano's impressive accomplishments as a basketball player, he has shown his commitment to our community by being an inspiring mentor and coach to youth. I would like to acknowledge you, Mr. Triano, for what you do for our community. Today, we mark the closing of one chapter of your lives and the opening of another exciting chapter. I have a favorite Chinese proverb about education that reads, "Learning is a treasure that will follow you everywhere." After the handshakes and hugs, after the photos are taken and the toasts are raised, you will set out into the province and a world that needs you and your education. Access to quality post-secondary education is the most important investment a person can make, and that's why our government restored education funding and froze tuition and fees to keep a quality education accessible and affordable. So we could help you with your personal investment of your money, your time, and your very hard work, the rewards of which you are celebrating today. Learning is the foundation of a life well lived. It helps form the deep roots of a vibrant community and the best promise of a stronger province. Today, with the love and support of your family, your friends, and your community, we acknowledge the months and years of effort that have led you to this ceremony, along with the painful all-nighters, the copious quantities of caffeine you may have consumed over the years, and the choices that you've had to make in order to achieve your degree. I hope you are able to revel in the incredible achievement that is your Convocation Day, and we are trusting the future to you. Congratulations, and thank you.
Thank you, Karen. I now invite President and Vice Chancellor Dr. Elizabeth Cannon to come forward to address Convocation.
Thank you very much, Chancellor Thirsk. I'd like to welcome our many distinguished guests who are here today, our honorary degree recipient, Jay Triano, our distinguished graduate, Graham Irving, Karen McPherson, MLA, Calgary McKay-Nose Hill, members of our Board of Governors, Senate, senior leadership team, our faculty, staff, alumni, friends, and family members. And in particular, I want to congratulate and welcome our graduands. This is a very special day, a very important milestone in your lives. Before I proceed with my remarks, I want to single out one particular member of our platform party, and I'm going to ask him to stand, and that is Dr. Richard Guy. Richard, could you please stand? The reason I want to acknowledge Dr. Guy is that he has been an outstanding member of the University of Calgary community for a very long time. He is a professor emeritus in the Department of Mathematics and Statistics after serving a very distinguished career as an academic and teacher. He continues to be involved, coming to the department every day to support students, to meet with them, and to advise them. And in September of this year, on September 30th to be exact, Dr. Guy will have a very special birthday. And so I wanted to acknowledge that here today in front of all of you. On that day, Dr. Guy will turn a young 100 years old. And Richard, we wish you continued health and happiness as you enter the next century of your life. Graduands, you have grown tremendously over the course of your studies. The trials and triumphs of the last several years have led to incredible steps forward as you've grown intellectually, professionally, and personally. Today is a celebration of that growth and development. It is a defining moment, the beginning of an exciting time filled with new challenges and endless possibilities. Your years of rigorous study have given you the knowledge and the confidence to face any challenges head on, and I know that you will seize the many opportunities ahead with the same grit and gumption that have brought you here today. That's because there's never been a generation of more entrepreneurial thinkers, determined to change the world by following your passions and making your dreams a reality. And as an academic institution defined by growth, ambition, and an upstart attitude, we're extremely proud to have students who embody the very spirit of our university. And we're not the only ones who feel pride today. Your family, friends, and communities are also very proud of your hard work, your dedication, and the promise that you hold for the future. I'm joined here on stage by those who have achieved excellence in academic and community leadership. They are passionate about the quality of higher education and are dedicated to the success of our students. I would like you to join me in thanking them, our faculty and staff of the University of Calgary, members of our board and Senate, chancellors past and present. Could I please ask those on the platform to stand and let us thank you for your unwavering commitment to our students and to our university. Thank you. Thank you. With each convocation, there are certain things that remain the same year after year. The palpable excitement, the pride of accomplishment, the sense of possibility. And yet, every convocation is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. As president and alumnus of this university, there is no greater honor than presiding over this tradition. Each year, we have graduands who inspire us with their scholastic achievements, their community engagement, and their determination to make a difference. I would like to take this opportunity to highlight two such stories from this graduating class. When Caitlin Ryan began her studies in computer science, she was surprised by the lack of women in her program. While she thrived academically, she also found time to start a group for women in computing, hosting various networking events and mentorship opportunities. Caitlin's academic breakthrough came when she discovered the sphere of data security, an area of keen interest that prompted her to get involved in various summer research projects. Her study of algorithm simulation and data compression culminated in a prestigious research scholarship in Berlin. And Caitlin will graduate today with a BSc Honors in Computer Science. Congratulations, Caitlin. Our second outstanding graduate is Hendrik Enders, who arrived from Germany in 2011 to join the Human Performance Lab in the Faculty of Kinesiology. During his studies, he repeatedly set himself apart through his work ethic and his sharp research skills. He won 7 awards for his work, including the prestigious Vanier Canada Graduate Scholarship. Today, he is graduating with a PhD in biomechanics and is employed with Adidas in Germany as a research scientist applying his skills to real-world problems. Congratulations, Hendrik. As the Chancellor mentioned, this is a special year for the University of Calgary. On April 29th, we celebrated our 50th anniversary as an autonomous institution. In 1966, we were a small university on the prairie with just 4,000 students. We held strong in our ambitious dreams to evolve into an internationally recognized university at the forefront of learning, research, and discovery. In just 50 years, we've become the institution that was envisioned decades ago, a global intellectual hub, a leader in research and innovation, a home to more than 31,000 of the best and brightest students, and award-winning faculty and staff. And in recent years, we've redoubled our efforts to reach even greater heights. Our eyes-high vision has yielded impressive results, propelling us to the top of the list of young universities in North America and securing our place as one of the top 6 research universities in Canada. Throughout this time, our campus has gone through a complete transformation. From humble beginnings, we now have grown into 5 modern campuses, including one in Doha, Qatar. Our faculty and students are engaged in groundbreaking research, distinguishing themselves through their scholarship and achieving real-world solutions to complex challenges in the medical field, energy sector, sciences, arts, humanities, athletics, and to name just a few. And just last week, we welcomed more than 8,000 scholars from across this country and around the world as part of the 2016 Congress of the Humanities and Social Sciences, the largest academic forum in Canada, also known as the Academic Olympics. But through all of this, we define ourselves as a caring community. We have been home over the last several weeks of over 1,400 of the evacuees from Fort McMurray. In fact, we have over 1,000 on our campus today. We are the largest evacuation site in the province of Alberta. And of those 1,400 people staying on our campus, 400 were children registered in local schools. Our faculty and staff were packing lunches for those kids every day. They were helping look after families who were obviously very stressed and distressed from that tragedy. They were also helping with their everyday needs and their pets whom they brought with them, including one gerbil which did not get lost. Our achievements in research and development, in teaching and learning and the community are making enormous impacts both at home and abroad, but they are only the beginning. We have our sights set even higher. This year, we will be refreshing our Eyes High strategy to position this university for the next 5 to 50 years. We've also launched Energize, the campaign for Eyes High. It's an ambitious $1.3 billion fundraising campaign to ensure that our student experiences, our ability to continue to attract the best and the brightest faculty and students from around the world, and also to ensure that our facilities are world-class. Through the generosity of our alumni and community leaders, we have raised over $715 million to date. So looking ahead to the next 50 years, the University of Calgary will continue to spark discovery, drive innovation, and shape the leaders of tomorrow. So graduates, on this momentous day in your lives, please take the opportunity to reflect on your university experience and celebrate all that you have achieved. Remember that you are part of a strong alumni community of more than 163,000 members in 152 countries. Your University of Calgary family will always be here to support you. The future is yours to choose, and ultimately to create for yourself. On behalf of the University of Calgary, congratulations, best wishes, and please keep your eyes high. Thank you so much. I would now like to introduce Aretha Van Herk, our university orator, who will deliver the citation for our honorary degree recipient.
Jay Triano, please stand. Eminent Chancellor, Madam President, members of the Senate and the Board of Governors, honored guests, fellow faculty, and of course, graduates. Basketball requires strategy, positioning, dexterity, and cooperation. The basket, merely the end of a complex grace that moves across a court's confinement. It is intimately related to this country, from its history as an exercise devised by a Canadian at Springfield College when he mounted a peach basket on an elevated track. But basketball is much more than a physical competition. It is a metaphor for joy and for humor. What kind of stories are told by basketball players? Tall tales, of course. Who was the poet laureate of basketball? It had to be Longfellow. Jay Triano has burnished this game for more than 30 years, making history as the first Canadian-born coach of an NBA team and representing Canada at 3 Olympic Games as both athlete and coach. Captain of the 1983 team that competed in the World University Games, he led Canada to a stunning upset of Team USA and to a gold medal win. A lifelong basketball athlete, he has worked with Team Canada and with the Toronto Raptors. Basketball's enthusiasm and intensity is unmatched. This is a team sport, and hoop tactics and free throws make it an egalitarian game that seeks to enable a movement so choreographed, so beautiful, that it is irresistible. The challenges, too, are multiple, requiring collaboration with other teammates, and for a coach, directing players with big egos and big salaries, setting almost impossible goals, and achieving even greater. Jay Triano's influence has been evident in many sectors, as player, coach, radio and television analyst, and most of all, as an outstanding leader, an ambassador, an inspiration in a sport dominated by only a few countries. One of the very best, he demonstrates extraordinary leadership on and off the court. He has broken or equaled 11 school men's basketball records, including having the most career points. If Canada's basketball is on the verge of breaking into the world's elite, it is largely because of Jay Triano. A friend of Terry Fox, a Canadian Basketball Hall of Fame member, and a volunteer for Basketball Without Borders, he is an international giant. Eminent Chancellor, let us celebrate this icon of air and jump, of agile grace, this outstanding advocate, this towering champion. On behalf of the Senate and the University, I invite you to invest Jay Triano with the degree Doctor of Laws, honoris causa.
I admit you, Jay Triano, to the degree Doctor of Laws, honoris causa, and grant you all the rights and privileges, powers and responsibilities pertaining to this degree. Congratulations.
Congratulations, so well deserved.
Jay, we have a...
Thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. To the graduates, I feel privileged to be able to share this day with you. Send you my congratulations as well. You know, this is my first graduation experience. When I graduated from high school, I had already gone to university and they had the convocation part of it in November, so I wasn't able to make it back. And when I was at Simon Fraser and I graduated, I was away playing for our Canadian national team overseas, so this is a very special day for me. And the timing is perfect because tomorrow I will be starting our practices as we try to qualify for the Rio Olympics, as I keep trying to chase that Olympic dream one more time. When I was in the 11th grade growing up in Niagara Falls, Ontario, my dad took me to a basketball game right across the river from where we grew up, and it was the Canadian team, and they played against the U.S. university team right there at Niagara University. It was a gymnasium about this size. And I remember sitting with the Canadians, about 50 or so, who had made the trek across the border to sit up in the far corner. We didn't have very good seats. But I watched that game, and the Canadian team won by 1 point. And I remember after the game, as is a custom with international basketball, the two teams line up across the free throw line, and they play the national anthem of the winning team. And I remember the kids who were trying to get back to their classes or go back to study, they were filing out. But the 50 or so Canadians, we stood there, and they played "O Canada." And I felt the same way listening to it that day that I did standing on this stage today. It was a huge honor, and it made me become driven. It was the day that my dream started. I just said, I want to play on that team. And I went to school the next day, and there were all the naysayers and so on, but I used that as motivation. And I kept working. Who said, a 6'4" skinny white kid from Niagara Falls, Ontario can't play at this level? And I just kept using that for motivation. And it paid off, because that was my dream, and I just fought for it every day. And I remember going and practicing in Ottawa, and the first time that we made the team, the coach, Jack Donahue, called everybody in to the room, and he said, I want to know, this is our team. How many people here's goal is to play for Canada's national team? And I put my hand up because that was what I wanted. And I looked around, there were about 4 or 5 other players that were there, and he said, great, let's give them a T-shirt and let them go home. Because you've accomplished that goal. And his point was that he wanted us to change our goal. We were the team, and now our goal had to change. And that's part of the message that I want to deliver to you today. That your achievement today and the honor bestowed upon you today should not stop. It should start today. Your university experience, the hard work, the dedication, the all-nighters, the working with each other to find and accomplish goals, that is what you will remember. You'll forget the formulas. You'll forget the equations. But you'll never forget, and you'll always remember the fight that you had to achieve. as that becomes part of your fabric of who you are and what you've learned here, you take that with you. But like in life, and like maybe some of you have already occurred, there are going to be challenges. There are going to be setbacks, and there are going to be failures. And I think that that's when you have to embrace those things, because those are part of life. And when you embrace them, you think back to when you're a child. A 1-year-old child pulls himself up on the coffee table as he tries to learn how to walk and falls and gets back up. As a 4 or 5-year-old, you're trying to learn how to ride a bike and you fall, and then you start to cry. And I think that as we go on in life, we become more and more concerned about failure. We become more and more concerned about maybe not being able to do things. I don't know how that gets in us, but the fact of the matter is that the most successful people in the world, they risk and they fail. They risk and they fail, and they continue to keep taking risks. When I was at Simon Fraser, the first day that I walked in there, and this is where I think of myself as being one of the most fortunate and lucky people, because I was homesick. After the first month there, I went into the coach's office, and I started to talk to the coach, but there was another young fellow in the office, and he had fallen down the year before in a practice, and they found out that it wasn't actually a basketball injury that was his problem. It was that they found cancer in his leg, and they had to amputate his leg. And I felt incredibly awkward. I didn't know how to talk to him. I didn't know. And I was there, and he was in talking to the coach, and I heard the story, and he's got an amputated leg, and I felt, here I am, going to complain about being a little bit homesick because I'm away from home, and this fellow who played on our team the year before was there, and he was trying to figure out how he could be a manager on the team, how he could be part of the team. And I told the coach after he left, I said, I feel really bad. I didn't know what to say. He goes, that's okay. He's going to be our manager. He's going to be involved every day. You're going to get to see him tomorrow. He'll be at practice. And I saw him before that because he started wheeling his wheelchair up the mountain at Simon Fraser University. I think most of you know, because it was mentioned, that I'm talking about Terry Fox. Terry Fox became a friend of mine. And to watch him plan and train for his run across the country, where he would run a marathon a day. And he wheeled his wheelchair up the mountain because he said, my upper body strength has to be enough that I can swing my arms and move my prosthetic leg in front of the other leg so that I can keep moving. And I'm going to do a marathon a day. Some people train for marathons for a year. He was going to do a marathon a day. And I think that's where I learned to embrace a challenge. Here's a guy that had something. He had a setback. He had something negative happen to him. But he was going to find a way to raise money for cancer, to make it so that other people, as Chancellor Thirsk talked about, where we can find a cure for the disease. And he's one of the people at the forefront because of what he did as far as our fundraising efforts. Sometimes after setbacks, even now, I like to ask myself, what would the most resilient person in the world do right now? Instead of wallowing in sorrow, let's find a solution. Too many times we get caught up in outcomes, and one of the things that we do as coaches is we focus on the process. I mean, especially in my sport. I mean, in basketball, if there's 7 games in the NBA tonight, 7 teams are losing. Right? When the NBA season ends in a couple of weeks, there are going to be 29 teams that didn't win. So we have to focus on the process of every day. I started doing a little bit of research into what the successful teams do. We had a practice in the facility where the San Antonio Spurs play, one of the best teams in the NBA historically over the last 10 years. And as soon as you walk into their practice facility, there's a huge rock and a hammer. And underneath it, it says, pound the rock. And so I looked at it and I started asking around some of the people there, and they talked about it. They said a stone cutter will sometimes hit a rock 1,000 times before they hit the right place where that rock will break. And that's our motto. We want to come to work every day. We want to do what we're supposed to do every day. We had a guest speaker come and speak to the Portland Trailblazers this past year, and he came in and he talked to us about watering the bamboo. Because the giant timber bamboo takes 3 years of watering before it breaks ground. And then, when it breaks ground, it grows 90 feet in 60 days. It grows 1.5 feet a day. I guess one of the things and messages I want to give is don't rush the future. And Hey, our world is changing. The world has changed. It is changing, and you've got to stay up to date. So much now is instant gratification. Like, we need something right now. I need it to happen right now. Why? Because we get it on our phone. We have more information. We have more information faster now because we have a tablet, because we have a phone, because we have our heads down in a computer. How can we lift up our eyes? I know you have to keep up with everything that's going on, and that's how we get our information now, and it's important to you. But let's not let social media overtake social interaction. Every job that you have, every job that I've had, and every one that you will have will be about dealing with people. And how great is that? When we deal with people, we create a great society. I struggled how to wrap this up. I was trying to think, how do I bring this all together? And on my way in Portland, on the way to the airport, I was listening to the radio, and a song came on by Tim McGraw. And I just thought, this is kind of what I've been writing about this week. And I'm not going to sing it for you. But some of the lyrics were, hold the door, say please, say thank you. Don't steal, don't cheat, don't lie. I know you have mountains to climb, but always stay humble and kind. When the dreams you're dreaming come to you, when the work you've put in is realized, let yourself feel the pride, but always stay humble and kind. To the graduating class, I congratulate you again. Now pound the rock, water the bamboo, focus on the process as you chase your dream, lift up your eyes, and always stay humble and kind.
Thank you, Dr. Triano, for accepting the honorary degree. It's actually a great honor for us, the University of Calgary, to confer it on you. You are a role model as a basketball and a coaching leader, and you're an inspiration to our graduates, to our faculty, for your stellar career and for your international accomplishments. Thank you very much.
Eminent Chancellor, Madame President, on behalf of the faculties of the university, I present these graduates and those named in the Convocation program who are not at this ceremony this afternoon. I ask that they be admitted and pledged to the University of Calgary degrees that they have earned.
As a graduate of this university, you join a worldwide kinship of educated persons who've earned opportunities and responsibilities of leadership and service in their chosen communities. To recognize this affinity, we invite each graduate to stand and join with the thousands who've gone before in making the University of Calgary Graduates Pledge. The pledge is not an oath, but is a solemn expression of your intention to apply your learning and experience positively for the widest benefit. I invite all past graduates of the University of Calgary to support these newest alumni by also standing and affirming a graduate's obligations and ideals. Could I ask all past graduates to also stand, please? It is now my pleasure to introduce our distinguished graduate who will lead the Graduate Pledge. Graham Irving is a proud alumnus who holds a Bachelor of Science in Computer Science from 1981. He brings experience in technology to his role as chair of the Science Alumni Advisory Council at the University of Calgary, and he is tireless in that role. He is the founder and chief technology officer of Storage Clarity, a digital storage solution provider that specializes in preserving, protecting, and securing data and clouds. He is an active member of the community, serving on the board of directors of local organizations. Graham, thank you for being here and welcome back to campus.
Thank you, President Cannon. Good afternoon, ladies, gentlemen, and graduates. It's a real honor and I'm humbled to be here today. It's an awesome event, fabulous people, just tremendous. Graduates, I will now lead you in the graduate pledge on the inside back cover of your program. Please follow along and also read aloud. When we finish, you'll be all asked to say along with me, "This is my pledge." As a graduate of the University of Calgary, wherever my life may take me, I will use my knowledge, my experience, and the skills to the best of my ability for the well-being of my communities and for the advancement of learning and the public good. I will conduct myself with honesty and integrity, taking responsibility for my actions and respecting the rights, opinions, and dignity of all peoples. I will maintain my competency and keep abreast of developments in my chosen fields. I will strive to better my communities through good citizenship and active participation. I will be a loyal ambassador for my university and will seek to promote its welfare and maintain its reputation. I will honor all who have shared their knowledge with me and will in turn share my knowledge and experience with those who enter my field or come under my direction. In all my dealings, I will endeavor to be known as a person of honor and reputed, ever seeking to earn the peace of good conscience. This is my pledge.
By the authority of the statutes of Alberta, and upon the recommendation of our faculties, I admit you to the University of Calgary degrees you have earned and grant you the rights and privileges, powers and responsibilities pertaining to those degrees. Congratulations. Graduates, please be seated. For our family and friends attending today, this is the part of the ceremony where the graduates will start to pick up their degrees and come across the stage. It will take about a minute or so for the first cohort of graduates to make their way to the stage left. So this is a good opportunity if your throat is a little bit dry to take a drink of water, or if your feet are a little bit numb to move around a little bit. Don't go away. I promise we'll be back with you again in just 1 to 2 minutes. I really want to have coffee with you sometime and get to know you better. That was wonderful.
Eminent Chancellor, graduates, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Lisa Young. I'm the Dean of Graduate Studies. It takes tremendous dedication and perseverance to complete a graduate degree. And the individuals who are receiving their PhD, their Master of Science, or their Master of Kinesiology this afternoon are no exception to that. It gives me great pleasure to congratulate them and to join with the deans of the faculties of Kinesiology and Science, where these students found their home for the last number of years, in doing so. Eminent Chancellor, by authority of the Council of the Faculty of Graduate Studies, we have the honor to present the following graduates.
For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Hendrik Enders.
Christian Nicole Job McIntosh. Syed Hussein Ahmadinejad. Eminent Chancellor, I wish to announce that a Doctor of Philosophy in Geology and Geophysics degree is being awarded posthumously to Babatunde Arobe Urenrin. Dr. Frank Margrave is here with us to accept the degree. Danielle Medeiros Nunez de Castro. Paul Durkin. Shaheen Jabari. M.D. Kamrujaman. Roger K. Ma. Elham Negadari. Ali Madavi Amiri. Elliot Asher Martin. Philip David McGeechee. Jillian Nicole Murakami. Arash Nicknafs. Aaron Pemberton. Julia Pulwicki. Andrea Fairlith Scott. Asaka Seydu. Akbar Shamaradi. Puyan Shirvani. Neil James Sinclair. Kalpana Singh. Kim Denise Terrio. For the degree of Master of Kinesiology, Sarah Danielle Barber. Heather Margaret Ann Boersma. Chelsea Leigh Deschamps. Gabrielle Marie Hein. Erin Kalaine Ingalls. Carla Esprit Robbins. Kylie Ann Rowad. Adam Wazalishan. For the degree of Master of Science, Rahul Kamal Bashkar. Tanvir Kaur Buller. Leah Kendra Brands. Kumran Bukhari. Brianna Christine Burley. Adam Benjamin Coder. Tianci Tui. Jessica Maria Dongus. Jeffrey Dean Eicherman. Sina Esmaili. Wan King Gong. Jessie Marie Hart. Yu Hu. Craig Andrew Hunt. Colleen Leah Jackson. Stephanie Lori Marie Carl. Jordan Clark Loudon. Jixian Lee. Fernando Munar. Jessica Marie O'Connell. Matthew Jordan Oldock. Anna Ordog. Julia Paredes. Aaron Philip Reimchen. Millie Roy. Melissa Slavka Sawyer. Lohrasp Saifi. Satare Sharafian. Andrew Joseph Stewart.
Elsa Carolina Velorde Figueroa. Bona Wu. Famade Yasmin. Nicholas Alexander Zajac. Is that it? Oh, sorry. Eminent Chancellor, this is the graduating class for the Faculty of Graduate Studies for 2016.
Chancellor Thirsk, President Cannon, honored guests, faculty, staff, friends, family, and certainly our students. Good afternoon. My name is Penny Worthner, and it is my honor to serve as the Dean of the Faculty of Kinesiology. This is such a wonderful occasion to celebrate each of your achievements in earning a degree in kinesiology. On behalf of all the faculty and staff, I wish you the very best in the next step of your career and your life. Eminent Chancellor, by the authority of the Council of the Faculty of Kinesiology, Dr. Tina Gabriel and I have the honor to present the following graduates.
For the degree Bachelor of Kinesiology, Dylan Alexander Abel. Brianna Michelle Adamson with distinction. Titi Lola Aluko. Adrian Alviar. Taylor Austin. Tori Lynn Barnes with distinction. Austin Terrell Beaver. Jessie Marie Bigger. Wesley Chow with distinction. Alvin Chang. Lyndon Ellefson. Courtney Devon Elliott. Jillian Michelle Engler. Jaden Rain Fisher McNabb. Rebecca Nicole Fuller. Brennan James Gill. Mandy Lynn Griggle. Jennifer Louise Hart. Yep. Emily Ann Henley receiving 2 degrees, a Bachelor of Arts in Dance and a Bachelor of Kinesiology. Brina Hozak. Libya Marcella James. Dylan Joseph Jakovic. Ramandeep Juddy. Monique Chantal Jungans with distinction. Kayla Kashluba. Tony Singh Lail. Benjamin Chunyan Lau with distinction. Derek Lentz. Mao Lu. Kelsey Jadina Ling. Scott Michael Madison with distinction. Antonino Francesco Mafrica with distinction. Victoria Jacinth MacArthur. Charlene Taylor McMeekin. Ashley Taylor McGaw. Haris Mehmedovic. Sheza Mino. Jeannie Shao Ermock. Heather May Maloney. Marley Amiko Nakamura with distinction. Benjamin Joshua Smith. Jay Gordon O'Brien. Michaela Ochus. Andrew Philip Franco Peñaranda. Jocelyn Andrea Peterman. Brianne Rochelle Papadinek. Adam William Powell with distinction. Carissa Marie Ramage. Jessica Maria Rizcala with distinction. Brendan Gordon Riley with distinction. Jennifer Pawisuda Seton Duran with distinction. Kate Marilyn Sales. Joanne Elizabeth Sanderson. Kate Ann Scotland. Sahil Singh Shokar with distinction. Andrew Willem Smith with distinction. Megan Rochelle Steves. Sydney Ann Stewart. Ann Deep Win Tran. Kim Lan Vo. Brandy Wan. Carmen Wong. Laura Elizabeth Wood. Colby Tanner Woods. For the degree Bachelor of Kinesiology in Athletic Therapy, Kate Evelyn Exley. Sharnae Goosen. Sydney Lynn McCabe. Rachel Anna Marie McIntyre with distinction. Julian Eduardo Macolta Teaz. Yewan Park with distinction. Mika Dale Rhyme with distinction. Milas Sophia Theander. Delaney Scott Thompson. For the degree Bachelor of Kinesiology Honors in Exercise and Health Physiology, Kong San Ung. For the degree Bachelor of Kinesiology in Exercise and Health Physiology, Lance Jordan Bartel with distinction. Amanda Nicole Bishke with distinction. Adriana Marie Dick with distinction. Jess Fong. For the degree Bachelor of Kinesiology in Leadership and Pedagogy and Coaching, Jacob Robert Verhessen. For the degree Bachelor of Kinesiology in Mind Sciences and Kinesiology, Julian Cosio Vahelez. Janelle Summer Kendall. Laura Jane Ross. For the degree Bachelor of Science Honors in Exercise and Health Physiology, James Elliott Gilbertson, First Class Honors. For the degree Bachelor of Science Honors in Exercise and Health Physiology, Chelsea Rose Stone, First Class Honors. For the degree Bachelor of Science in Exercise and Health Physiology, Claire Meredith Denley with distinction. Joshua Dwayne Goosen. Ashleen Kaur Greywall. Megan Joy Kolmatiski. Khaled Ali Saleh with distinction. Linda Shi with distinction. Ziggy Wang with distinction. Kelsey Sarah Wright with distinction. For the degree Bachelor of Science Honors in Kinesiology, Kareem Hamid Narsinghani with first class honors. Sheila Aga. For the degree Bachelor of Science in Kinesiology, Christopher James Banman. Harleen Buller. Madison Brianna Bischoff. Violet Marie Campbell with distinction. Brianne Robin Capel with distinction. Letitia Frenette with distinction. Preston Thomas Galetta. Polina Gornicki with distinction. Eric Michael Hogan. Wesley Lee. Stacy Melissa Lobos. Kimberly Jane McCulloch. Alexander Lloyd McDonald. Tiana Chantel Rissling with distinction. Bikram Singh Sani. Sarah Elizabeth Strachullet. Natalie Elisa Wallace. Megan Elizabeth Willerth with distinction. Matthew James Wiley with distinction. For the degree Bachelor of Science in Mind Sciences and Kinesiology, Stephanie Ann Sands. Eminent Chancellor, that is the graduating class of the Faculty of Kinesiology for 2016. Thank you.
Good afternoon. Thank you all. Thank you, every one of you, for being here today. My name is Leslie Rigg, and it is my honor to be the Dean of the Faculty of Science here at the University of Calgary. To all our Faculty of Science graduates, congratulations. This is certainly a day to celebrate. You're celebrating your accomplishments and reflecting upon your achievements, but it's also a day of special new beginnings. Today you transition from being one of our valued students to becoming one of our valued alumni, as the Chancellor had said. There have been many stories on the podium today of respect, of resiliency, of impact, and I want to tell you, every single one of you, that you have already made an impact. You have changed the University of Calgary. You've changed it for the better. And now, as our new incoming students arrive on campus this fall, we will point them to you as mentors, as guides. You are the alumni. You are the ones that they will look towards. They will look to see what you're doing, what you're accomplishing, and we will depend on you. We will be asking you to give back in terms of mentorship and many other ways, because this is our university. You are now part of the university family, and the students who come ahead of you, behind you, will depend on you. And we are so proud to be here today. This is my absolutely favorite day of the year. So congratulations. Eminent Chancellor, by the authority of the Council of the Faculty of Science, we have the honor to present the following graduates.
For the degree of Bachelor of Science Honors in Actuarial Science, Zhufeng Hill Lee. Jemima Un Ying Ong. John Tai Bond Yuen. Don Eyabamidale Adeyeshma. Deanna Alessandra Arseniega. Nyoka Dele. Grady Ward DeLelo. Ray Deanna Jenkins. Christopher Clayton McFadden. Elizabeth Mock. Nyasha Maureen Niyamaka. Randeep Singh Parmar. Jordan Bradley Stokoway. Ashlyn Blake Weiss. Waldo Yip, also receiving a Bachelor of Arts in Economics with distinction. Yu Zhang. Zhou Zhang. For the degree Bachelor of Science in Applied Mathematics, Syed Yasser Ali. Radoshi Bosho. Si Ying Du. Princess Osasu Edobor. Adam Elliott Tyler Fazekas, also receiving a Bachelor of Science in Computer Science, both with distinction. For the degree Bachelor of Science in Applied Mathematics and Actuarial Science, Ali John Gator. For the degree Bachelor of Science in Applied Mathematics, Miranda Claire Lee. John Alejandro Rosero Alvarez. Arvin Sonohi, also receiving a Bachelor of Science in Computer Science, both with distinction. David Andrew Swick. Stephen Michael Walker. For the degree Bachelor of Science Honors in Applied and Environmental Geology, first class, Matthew Horoyd. Richard William DeHoop with distinction. Valentina Pena. For the degree Bachelor of Science in Applied and Environmental Geology, Jenny Vu with distinction. For the degree Bachelor of Science in Astrophysics, Alejandro Jose Carvalho. Elena May Courtney. Liam Kenneth Goheen. Daniel Lee Hebert. For the degree Bachelor of Science Honors in Chemistry, Amanda Marie Flory, first class. Joshua Ethan Hadebrecht, first class. Don Michael Mader, first class. Evan Alexander Patrick, first class. Chase Logan Radford, first class. Shanak Raval. Matthew Tochai Sawapan, first class. Stanley Siu Wing Tai, first class. For the degree Bachelor of Science in Chemistry, Orsam Adil Abubaker. Ethel Ahmed. Kevin Douglas Anstey. Francis Elaine Pamilar Armonia. Faisal Vali Assad. Martin Berberov. For the degree, Cody Carl Besselink with distinction. Tirathpal Singh Brar. Rebecca Delaney Chubway. Aaron Meredith DeBordio. Joshua Hank Fong. Chelsea Ann Graves. Zheng Ha. Nahid Hassanvand Gande. Kyle Jacob Robert Hofstetter. Rachel Hui San Hun. Amy Michelle Inkster with distinction. Mark Edward Mills. Tyler Joel Merzin. Jani Nagoyan. Kiyun Ra. Eileen Evelyn Stack. Laura Jean Streepaw. Bradley Mark Taylor. Adeline Li Ying Thien. Evan Trin. For the degree Bachelor of Science Honors in Computer Science, Amy Ban, first class. Peter Kai Fu Buck, first class. Tom Antonios Herbutus Deep Stratton. Arkady Eidelberg, first class and internship program. Alexi Marie Catherine Peppers, first class. Caitlin Jean Ryan, first class. Kevin Ta, first class. Ola Borde Abibayika, internship program. For the degree Bachelor of Science in Computer Science, Matthew Cameron Angus. Daniel J. Armstrong. Kiranpreet Singh Bajwa. Michael Derek Belcherzak. Adam Michael Block. Logan Orion Bourne with distinction. Brandon Justin Breen. Sean Justin Brown. Tony Chow. Kai Chen. Albert Chu. Curtis Thorvald Danilek. Lester John Della Vega with distinction in the internship program. Humberto Enrique Della Torre. James Stewart Dorish. Kevin Duong. Joshua Michael Dick, also receiving a Bachelor of Arts in Sociology. Ezi Raphael Chijindu and Yinyanya. Abdul Tahar Faruqi, Cordell William Darrell Finson, Richard Marshall Game, Internship Program, Jose Danielle Gonzalez, Rihanna Nicole Hadfield, Jeremy Adam Hart, Ashkan Hamadi, Sharon Hong, Internship Program, Chi Swan Huang, Jessica Ween, Internship Program, Siddharth Jha, Evan Reese Douglas Kalinchuk, Julie Lisa Welling Katayama, David Koo, Henry Koo, Keith Joseph Kinder, Thomas Blair King, Carmen Yu-Wan Kwong, Ryan Edmund Lamb, Desmond Ray Phoenix Larson Rosner, Gorman Law, Brian Lee, Sharon Lay, Jeremy Lucas Luzi, Kyle Ma, Jeremy Wei Yen Ma, Elner Mamadli, Motashim Muhammad Mughal, Min Tan Nguyen, Beenam Nakah, Kevin Kamau Nyunga, Sean Robert Norton, Adam Owak, Donovan Stewart Paget, David Raymond Kelly Patterson, also receiving a Bachelor of Arts in Psychology, Kevin George Kwan, Subodip Raychaud Duri, Shanze Rizwan, Kunal Serene, Samantha Ann Sean, Tristan Terrence Chatfield Shorn, How You Sun, Nicholas William Sweedak, Damon Tran, Kamalil Albert Tuatok, Catherine Ann Perrin Underwood, with distinction, Ramon Luigi Penteo Vementa, Colleen Adele Van Troyen, Vericella Rianne Vardelion, Alessandra Marie Victoria, Janine Villarreal, Sarah Lynn Williamson, also receiving a Bachelor of Arts in Linguistics, both with distinction. Brandon David Yip. Colton Young. David Jia Yu. Ho Wai Young. Mateo Zotto. For the degree Bachelor of Science in General Mathematics, Houston Larry Jameson Doig, with distinction. Simon Mina Gatumbu. Rebecca Ann Lang. Jenny Lee. Andrea Lynn Madsen, with distinction. Julie Elizabeth Stephen. Julia Ann Georgis, also receiving a Bachelor of Education. Lydia Elsa Wong, also receiving a Bachelor of Education with distinction. Olua Shayun Ajibode, for the degree of Bachelor of Science Honors in Geology. Ranjot Singh Brar, first class. Jordan Ann Kirkan, first class. Nikita Judith Fernandez. Tyler David Glubrecht. Christopher Lee Harasevich, first class. Craig Heisler. Andrea Louise Morgan, first class. Anne Nagoyan, first. Megan Kendra Silzer. Damian John Welishuk. Bilal Ahmad. Luis Enrique Alfonsi. Austin Timothy Bauer. Mandeep Paul Singh Buller. This is okay. Tyler Ray Billington, also receiving a Bachelor of Arts in Economics. Amelia Chris Borecki. Sobaye Braid. Troy Christopher Bramer. Jonathan Silva Kalimlin. Fergus Malcolm Campbell. Jane Audrey Kensel. Ann Ki Chow. Tina Chin. Calandra Rose Jean Clark. Laura Cruikshank. Verna D'Souza. Hillary Ariel Dash. Warren Riach Pierre Davidson. Candace Rose Victoria Dean. Inayat Dhaliwal also receiving a Bachelor of Science in Environmental Science. Hao Alex Ding. Shadia Nahib El-Kadri with distinction. Jenna Lee Felsk. Paul Sidney Frey. Hang Gao. Isabel May Garcia. Melissa Gregg. Christian Gutierrez. Hadi Hajul. William Everett Hopp, also receiving a Bachelor of Science in Geophysics. Morgan Ray Howrish with distinction. Jacqueline Skye Huber with distinction. Michael Andrew Jetty. Jin. Connor James Josephson. Agnes Kwan. Amy Larson. Chelsea Lau. Sonia Lazich. Justina Grace Yenpui Lem with distinction for the Bachelor of Science in Geology and Applied and Environmental Geology. Eduardo Jesus Lopez. Karina Lucia Lopez. Kenneth Luban. Mark James Lushington. Cody Alexander McCullough. Danielle Teresa Mercier. Roman Minhas. Casey Robert Mitchell. Brittany Leah Morgan. Min Diu Win. Nagoyan. Michael Nagoyan. Harry William Arn Nelson. Shane Robert O'Donnell, with distinction. Ashley Renee Parker. Aaron Jacob Petrovich. Victoria Amber Pitt. Ariana Pumo. Robert Jeffrey Rain. Gerang Mayen Riak. Elizabeth Sidney Russell, also receiving a Bachelor of Science in Geography. Jenna Ann Elizabeth Rickman. Alexandra Nicole Saizu, with distinction. Juan David Sanchez Ponton. Hui Yi Sao. Zorondras A. Rodriguez. Sanuja Sananayake. Coleman Brian Sobey. Christine Ellen Soziak, also receiving a Bachelor of Science in Biological Sciences. Alyssa Marie Spencer. Scott Ernest Stephen. Nathan Michael Suick. Ling Zhao Sun. Philip Michael Taylor. Alana Faye Teflazuk. Kalmarad Thornton. Joel Darren Taves. Andrew Y. Kwan Sui, also receiving a Bachelor of Science in Geophysics. Braxton Gregory Tucker. Cameron Jacques Villieu. Brendan Jacob Visser. Cassandra Pauline Voke. Bronwyn Lorraine Williams. Justin Hung Wu. Jeffrey Paul Wood. Mikhail Yakunin. Callista Yim. Tai Kwan Yun. Daniel Michael Zajac. For the degree Bachelor of Science Honors in Geophysics, Matthew Vernon Ayad, first class. Nadine Igonin, first class. For the degree of Bachelor of Science in Geophysics, Timothy Carey, with distinction. Kike Disho. Song Gao. Kevin Lynn Maria Gormley, with distinction. Anwei Guo. Carly Christine Hornstra. Cheryl Eamon Kwong. Kareem Nasser Mohammed. Saptarshi Mukherjee. Olivier Organowski. Michael Yan Ostrensky. Jameet Singh Purewal. Clarence Esther Surreal. Nirupan Shistra. Mudathir Siam. Wen Mao Yang. Danielle Marie Zimmerman. Alex Carlo Cameron. For the degree Bachelor of Science Honors in Physics. Alex Cameron, first class. Logan William Cook. Davor Kurich, first class. Ty DeGraff. Stuart Granum. Svetlana Kuznetsova. Benjamin Joseph Roth, first class. Danielle Ma. John Paul McMahon. Elizabeth Anita Roy, with distinction. For the degree Bachelor of Science in Physics and Astrophysics, David Schnedkamp with distinction.
Thanks, Donovan.
Tatiana Marie Scara, also receiving a Bachelor of Fine Arts in Visual Studies. Joshua Taylor. Louis Toth. Nicholas Jan Shin Yi with distinction. For the degree Bachelor of Science in Pure Mathematics, Samuel Eric Benner. Jamie Matthew Hackle. Grant Mackenzie Hine. Tyler Woodruff Hoffmeister with distinction. Gabriella Mercure, also receiving a Bachelor of Arts in Psychology. Hyunjae Moon. For the degree Bachelor of Science in Pure Mathematics and Applied Mathematics, Jamie Owen. For the degree Bachelor of Science in Pure Mathematics, Amber Wong. For the degree Bachelor of Science in Statistics, Kim Nguyen, also receiving a Bachelor of Arts in Sociology. Anna Rodnova. Eminent Chancellor, this concludes the presentation of graduates for the Faculty of Science.
Graduates, we recognize your years of hard work and commitment to your studies as well as to your extracurricular activities. You've worked so hard, and all of us are so very proud of all that you've accomplished. Congratulations.
This ceremony is first and foremost a celebration of your success, and deservedly so, for you are a very accomplished group. We are now at the point in our program where we select a few students for special recognition, those that have been successful in their studies to the point where they're singled out as a medal winner. And at this particular ceremony, we're recognizing 5 medalists who are in attendance today. The details of the medals we are awarding at this ceremony and the names of the medal winners appear on page 62 and page 63 of your program. Madam President, Eminent Chancellor, it is my honor to present to you, the platform party, our graduates, and everybody else assembled here today, the following medal winners. The winner of the Faculty of Kinesiology Gold Medal is James Elliott Gilbertson. James is graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Kinesiology with a major in Exercise and Health Physiology with first-class honors. Well, actually, in fact, James is graduating with a perfect cumulative GPA of 4.0. In addition to his academic achievements, James contributed to the Calgary community through volunteering at the Children's Hospital, and we wish him every success as he begins his studies in the Faculty of Medicine. Congratulations, James. The winner of the Association of Professional Engineers and Geoscientists of Alberta Past President's Medal in Geophysics, Nadine Igonin. The winner of the Department of Chemistry Silver Medallion, Don Michael Mader. The winner of the Department of Computer Science Silver Medallion, and Bob, you'll remember Sarah as one of our golfing partners last year in the Chancellor's Cup, Sarah Lynn Williamson. And the winner of the Department of Physics and Astronomy Silver Medallion, Benjamin Joseph Roth.
Our final award today is the University of Calgary President's Award for Excellence in Student Leadership. Established in 2008, the President's Award for Excellence in Student Leadership is the highest honor a graduating student can receive in recognition for combining excellent academic achievement with outstanding leadership on campus. We have 2 awards at today's ceremony. However, we only have one of the winners present, but I am going to read both citations. First of all, Eminent Chancellor President Cannon, I would like to present Andrew Stewart for a President's Award for Excellence in Student Leadership. He is graduating today with a Master of Science in Kinesiology. Andrew was instrumental in developing the first combined student, faculty, and staff influenza clinic on the main campus. To communicate the importance of immunization, he shares his personal story about being quarantined with a serious case of influenza. In the community and through university and events and programs, Andrew volunteers and connects with high school students to provide support and guidance as they plan for the next steps in their education career. Andrew was a member of the University of Calgary Rowing Club and is currently still a member of the Calgary Rowing Club, where he continues to participate at provincial and national events. Graduates, colleagues, family and friends, please join me in congratulating Andrew Stewart, this year's recipient of a President's Award for Excellence in Student Leadership. Eminent Chancellor, President Cannon, I would also like to present Andrew Buckley in absentia for President's Award for Excellence in Student Leadership. He is graduating today with a Bachelor of Kinesiology and is currently at tryouts for the Stampeders, which is why he's not here. As captain and starting quarterback for the Dinos varsity football team, Andrew contributed to 3 Hardy Cups, was twice named the most outstanding player in Canadian inter-university football, and recently won the 2016 Borden-Ladner-Gervais Award as the top male CIS Athlete of the Year. As a research assistant, Andrew co-authored 2 research abstracts and presented his findings nationally. As a volunteer, Andrew met weekly with 2 late-stage Alzheimer's patients and was also a volunteer at the Colonel Belcher Seniors Residence. As he's not here, I think we just give him a big round of applause. He's an amazing student. Graduates, colleagues, family and friends, join me in congratulating Andrew Buckley. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, families and friends who have come from far and wide, thank you for attending this convocation ceremony and supporting our graduates. What a pleasure it's been for me, and I'm sure for you as well, to see these accomplished women and men cross this stage. Thank you to our esteemed faculties, kinesiology, science, and graduate studies. To our honorary degree recipient, Dr. Jay Triano, congratulations. And thank you, Jay, for your thoughtful address. You are truly an inspiration. Congratulations again to our medal winners from the Faculty of Kinesiology, James and Andrew, from the Faculty of Science, Nadine, Dawn, Sarah, Benjamin. And thank you to our orator, Aretha Van Herk, for your stirring citation for Jay. Spring Convocation wouldn't be the same without music. To Alf Miller, our piper, to the Oracle Jazz Quintet under the direction of Jeremy Brown, and our vocalist, Gretchen Castronuova, along with trumpeter Richard Schultz. Thank you very much. A special thank you to our marshals and ushers, the video and sound team from Com Media, all the staff and volunteers who have worked so hard behind the scenes to make today's convocation ceremony unfold so smoothly. Well done. And to our graduates, today is a day of celebration, so go ahead, take some photos with your family and friends. Cherish the memories you've made along the way, and party hardy this evening. You've done it. You're a University of Calgary graduate, a distinction that you will carry with you for the rest of your lives. I'm proud to be an alumnus of the University of Calgary and honored to now be associated with you as fellow alumni. I declare this convocation closed. Please stand for the departure of our processions.